Hey guys, hope you're all having a great day. In this video, I want to show you this growing kit that I got from Jordan's Jungle, which is in Providence, Rhode Island, not too far away from me. But these growing kits you can find anywhere online, so I'll link them down below. They're from the Jonsteen company. I actually have made a couple videos on this in the past that I was unsuccessful with, so I'm kind of trying again. But this is a giant sequoia tree that you'll find mostly in California. These are the largest growing trees in the world. So really cool growing kit. I'm very excited to start this from seed. I have successfully grown one of these kits before. I did grow a ponderosa tree. I was able to get it a few feet tall. Something ended up happening to it. Not really sure what happened. I think it happened over the winter season. But anyways, we're gonna try again with this growing kit. They're very easy to put together, so I just want to show you the steps on how to do that, and then I will give you updates on this tree as it grows. So this is going to have to happen in multiple steps, so there will be videos in the future on this, but at least I can show you how to set this up today, and then I will show you some updates once this does start growing. So the first thing I just want to show you is what's going to come in this container. So you can kind of pop off the top just like this. And then it gives you a couple different things inside. One thing is this little pamphlet. This gives you all the directions that you would need for growing this. And it gives you directions like for the first couple of years of growing. So definitely a good piece of paper to keep in a good spot. I'm gonna leave that off to the side because I'll tell you what directions we're gonna be doing for today. And then this is the little greenhouse that they give you that you're gonna be starting the tree in. So the top can pop off. The top of it is the clear part and then the black part is the bottom. So you could take off the top, and then there is the packet of seeds. It looks like in here I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different seeds. So there's really a chance to grow 9 different trees. Not every single tree is going to germinate, but I will mention that if you do get one of these kits yourself, it's best to put all these seeds in here, and then you can always separate these trees out and have different trees, so that way in case one of them dies, then you'll have another one ready to go. Next thing, there's 2 different bags in here. This bag is the growing medium, just a little bit of potting soil. And then the last thing, which is a little hard to get out of here, is going to be some like little pebbles that are gonna go on top. And that'll aid with drainage and then helping these trees grow a little bit more. So I remember the first thing that it mentions to do is to wet the potting soil, and you can actually do that right in this container. So I have this little Pyrex container here. You can do this right over the sink if you want to. Just be careful so that way nothing gets into the drain of your sink, or you could put a bowl down. But I have the growing medium here. I'm just going to open it up and then pour it all in here. So now that the growing medium is in, you do not want to put seeds in dry growing medium. You want to make sure that it's fully saturated. So I have a container here that I'm just going to pour some water in. And the good thing is this has drainage holes, so you're really not going to have to worry about over watering this because that water is just going to drip right out the bottom. So I just poured a little bit in. This amount that I have is way more than enough, but I just got plenty so that way I had extra, and it's fully saturating now. You can always stir it too if you want. I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit with a butter knife just to make sure there's no dry pockets of soil. So you can see that the soil is thoroughly wet. It's still dripping a little bit, so just make sure that you wait until it stops dripping. I just put some paper towels down so that way this can continue dripping into the paper towels. But the next thing you wanna do is take out the seeds. No. Sebastian, you need to get off of this table. So these seeds, I'm just going to put them on this paper towel so they're easier for me to see. And then I'm just gonna drop them in one by one just to make sure that they all go in there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now the next thing I have is are the white pebbles. Hi, Sebastian. And all you need to do with these white pebbles is just sprinkle them right on top. Just try to get an even layer of them. So I'm just gonna shake this a little bit, and that looks pretty good. So you can put the plastic back on here, and then this actually has to go in the refrigerator for about 3 weeks. So we're gonna be playing a little trick on these right now called cold stratification. That's why we're putting them in the refrigerator, making these seeds basically think that it's wintertime. After those 20 days are up, we're gonna take it out and then we can put them in a bright sunny location, and then they should hopefully start to grow at that point. Now I do know that they do have a guarantee on their seeds, So if for some reason the seeds don't grow and you do follow the steps correctly, then you can request for them to give you newer seeds. Hopefully, if this has been sitting on a shelf for a couple of years, the germination percentage definitely decreased in that time. But that's why they give you a bunch of seeds too, so that way you can get at least one to grow. But I am going to stick this in the fridge and then we'll see what happens. So today is January 2nd of 2023. I'm gonna leave them in the refrigerator until January 22nd. At that point, then I'll take them out, I'll put them in a sunny location, probably where the sliding glass door is because it's south facing. They will get plenty of light. And I also will mention that January is a really great time to start these seed starting kits because you can start them when they're really small in the wintertime, and then once it gets above freezing in your area, if it does happen to get above freezing or below freezing in the wintertime, then you can bring them outside for the spring, put them in a nice pot, and then they can grow for the rest of the season, and you can either plant it right in the ground from there or keep it in a pot for another year or two. I think this mentions putting it in a pot for a year or two in the directions, so that's probably what I'm gonna do, just gonna follow those directions, but I'm gonna provide an update when I do end up transplanting them into a pot. So the next time that you do see an update, you'll see a bunch of little seedlings at that point. So besides that, I hope you guys like this video and I will see you in the next one.